We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we got baseball. We got a bunch of early baseball to talk about, so we'll definitely have to jump into all of that because there are 4 games in the 1 o'clock hour, which is going to be a lot of fun, and some good matchups too. Then we got a couple in the 2 o'clocks, but should be a fun daytime baseball day. Especially on Labor Day, because I know a lot of people have off today. So we'll be able to have hopefully have a good show and hopefully make some money today. Before we jump into all this stuff, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. All of it is linked down below. And I know that there's a new version of the picksandparleys.net website. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check that out now. Let me see. That's not what I wanted. Picks and Parleys.net. And I just want the .net part, not this other stuff. Yeah, there's a whole new site. Basically, we're teamed up with Wager Talk now. So if you guys are interested in that, check out all of that linked down below. Let's before we jump into today's card, we'll look back at what happened yesterday. And it was so close to being a profitable day. I think we were down like half a unit. So it is what it is. But we'll roll. It was on my plays. Nope, that's. I didn't have that one. What? Shoot, that's right. I have all the backgrounds. I'm gonna pull it up here because I know yesterday we lost on both our college football. We had Virginia Tech and we had and Notre Dame, which neither of them came through. Both of them choking it away late. Not choking it away late because Notre Dame tied it up late and then whatever. And then yesterday in baseball, we lost our first 2 because lost our first 3 with the Cardinals, with the Pirates, and with the Guardians. But then started cashing because we had a nice plus 155 with the Angels, plus 170 with the White Sox, plus 165 Giants run line. So we ended up being profitable in the MLB yesterday, which was nice. But it was still a slightly down day. So hopefully we can turn it around today. I already have my play up in the college football between TCU and UNC. So we'll see how that one goes. But I will stay. There's no chat, so we'll start it out. There is no starting pitcher right now for the Nationals. Oh, there is. It's Alvarez. But I did not type up a line for it, and he's making his major league debut. We're going to skip the Nationals game for right now because I didn't even look at it at all. So we're going to start off with the New York Mets and the Detroit Tigers. We've got it as a pick'em with a total of 8.5. We get Sean Manaea, and of course the Mets get to play the Tigers for the first time in a while. So they get Charlie Morton, somebody who we used to see all the frickin' time. Sean Manaea this year, neither of these pitchers have been great this year. We're not going to get this one kidded around. Manaea, 9 appearances this year, 8 starts, a 1-2 record with a 5.01 ERA, 41 1/3 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 8 walks, and 53 strikeouts. He has not been great. I am going to give him the pitching advantage, though, versus Mr. Charlie Morton, just because Morton this year hasn't been great either. 28 appearances, 22 starts, an ERA north of 5 as well. I'm going to give Manaea the pitching edge, barely give him the pitching edge. In terms of hitting, Detroit's actually number 2 in baseball versus left-handed pitching, 115 WRC plus. The crazy thing is they don't have the hitting advantage because the Mets are number 1 in baseball with 119 WRC plus versus righties. So we might have an over on our hands today. But we'll also go ahead and Mets have both hitting and pitching advantage in this one. And the line movement, it's been everywhere. I'm not going to touch the Mets today, although the line since open has gone from even money to minus 110. So line is moving towards the Mets. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the over in this one. This is a and by the way, the money would look towards the Mets, but this is going to be an over game. We have two teams that are hitting crazy good WRC plus versus each other or versus their starting pitcher. So we're going to go ahead and load this one in. It's going to take just a second because I know we're going to take a total. We're going to take it over 8.5. Game headline title: Mets at Tigers. Plays the over. Cool. Let's see what Terry said. Exactly. Let me put up to. I don't know. I heard. Facing Mets #1 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching Tigers #2 WRC plus versus left-handed pitcher. Create copy. Okay, cool. They're going by PST. That's so stupid. Create. Confirm. Cool. And we got our first pitch play up. Yay! Cool. And I believe I put it up as a free pick as well, just to have it up there like that. Yeah, cool. Over in the Mets game. Sorry, there's a whole new background now for the new Picks and Parleys website, so I'm still going to try to figure that out, and it's going to take a little bit longer to type stuff in, so just you got to be patient with me. Hello, have you been, brother? Miss him every day. How's your brother been? He's good. What's up, Nicholas? Welcome. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Blue Jays and the Reds. We got the Reds at minus 115 with a total of 8. Hunter Green versus Chris Bassett. This should be a fun matchup. Chris Bassett this year has been struggling not really struggling as of late. He's been all right. He's getting you what you're expecting from it. 28 games played, 27 starts, and 11-7 record with a 4.14 ERA. 140 innings pitched, so he's going to eat innings as he normally does. 150 innings pitched, 69 earned runs, 44 walks, and 148 strikeouts. He's been pretty solid. On the opposite side, I am going to give the pitching advantage to Hunter Green. Yes, I know he has not pitched a lot this year, 14 starts, but a 5-4 record. He has pitched 3 times since coming off the IL for 17 and a third innings pitched. He's allowed 6 earned runs in that time. But 14 starts, 5-4 record with a 2.81 ERA, 77 innings pitched, 24 earned runs, 16 walks, and 94 strikeouts. Pitching advantage is going to go towards the Cincinnati Reds. Both of them are facing against righties. Toronto has the hitting edge there, 113 WRC plus for Toronto. Cincinnati Reds have a 98 WRC plus. So hitting advantage does go towards the Blue Jays, and therefore it will be split down the middle. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at where the line is moved. And the line is moved from 135 to 115 for the Reds. So line sharply moving towards the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are getting the money, so it makes sense. We are going to grab the Blue Jays in this one. So we're going to go create new play. We're going to grab the Blue Jays in this one. 1% play. MLB. Blue Jays. Oh, and I'm going to end up taking 2 things in this one. We're going to go, I guess, money line, Blue Jays, Type of Blue Jays at Reds. Even though Green has pitching create. There we go. Yay. What you got in that habitat? That is my brother's ball python. It's my brother's ball python. Did something not go through? Did the play get created? Let's see. I'm just making sure that I kind of it has not gone through yet. Create. Okay. Now I check, make sure it got put in. Yay! Okay, cool. Over seems like a smart play. See, I like Hunter Green and I like Chris Bassett, so I don't see that one. I don't see an over in that game. But we'll keep on rolling. We get Cleveland and Boston coming up next. And all of a sudden, Cleveland's kind of put themselves back in the wild card conversation because they just took 2 out of 3 from, although they're still 4 games back, they just took 2 out of 3 from Seattle. Not to mention Texas is only 2.5 games behind Seattle, and that they have a series coming up too. But should be a fun series. We get Messick taking on Brian Balow. Messick this year has pitched twice. He's pitched 13 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 1 earned run on 12 strikeouts and 1 walk. He's been really good in his first 2 starts. Now, I can't give him a pitching advantage because he's only pitched in 2 games. So I look at Brian Balow. He's pitched 24 times, in a 10-6 record with a 2.99 ERA. I'm going to give him the pitching advantage because we've seen more from him. 141 and 2/3 innings pitched, 47 earned runs, 47 walks, and 108 strikeouts. So hitting advantage goes towards Boston. Hitting advantage, let's see, Boston versus lefties, 10th in baseball, 104 WRC plus. Guardians versus righties is Dookie, 87 WRC plus, which is 4th worst in the league. They're only sitting ahead of Pittsburgh, Chicago, and Colorado. Not great. So Boston with both hitting and pitching edge in this one. And unfortunately, the line has moved from minus 140 to minus 160 to minus 140, causing me to not like this game as much. I will say I could look towards an under because you've seen the line go from 8.5 to minus 105 to 8.5 at minus 120. So the line is moving towards the under in this game. And I'm going to actually get involved in that one too. I really like Messick. He's looked solid since coming up, and I do think we can get a good game out of him today. So we're going to go there. We're going to go Cleveland, and we're going to go total, and we're going to grab the under 8.5. Guardians at Red Sox. There we go. Sorry. Eventually, this will come up a lot quicker. Good morning. Just got here. What are you on for the plays today? We are on the over in the Mets game. We're on the Blue Jays, and we're on the under in the Red Sox game. And then Ishmar is asking about the Houston Astros. We'll talk about them in a couple of games. Oh, wait. Do I have them even typed up? I don't. Angel. What? Braves play the Cubs, right? Braves do play the Cubs. Why do I have. Where are the Cardinals? Where are the Cardinals in athletics? I did not type that game up the right way. I put Angels. There's this. I didn't even have the Houston game typed up. That's weird. So let's quickly type up that one because I forgot to type it up. And it's Angels and Astros. And I'm going to put that next, because that's the next game we'll talk about. But what up? Boston -1.5. Messick gets smashed today. Are you ready for hockey soon? Aren't we still like over a month away? We're still a little bit away from hockey season. Let's keep on rolling because we got the Angels and the Astros up next. The Astros are -140 with a total of 8.5. We got Yusei Kikuchi taking on Garcia. Kikuchi this year has pitched in 28 games, a 6-9 record, nice, with a 3.68 ERA, 154 innings pitched, 63 earned runs, 61 walks, and 156 strikeouts. He was an all-star this year. I am giving him the pitching advantage. Yes and no. Garcia has not given up a run so far this season. Because I don't have any stats on him. That's fascinating. Can I get his actual numbers, please? No, he actually still hasn't given up a run this year. But how? Oh, he hasn't even pitched this year. This will be his first start of the year. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to give Kikuchi the pitching edge because we haven't even seen Garcia pitch this year. And then we go and look at hitting numbers. Astros versus lefties, 110 WRC plus, so number 5 in baseball. Angels versus righties, 95 WRC plus, so not good. So if the Astros picked a good game for Garcia to start, it's against the Angels who can't hit righties. Let's see where the line movement's going. Line movement's going towards Houston. I'm going to stay off this game, and the only reason why is I'm not going to trust Garcia in his first start of the year. Just not really something I'm interested in doing. So for the start of for the first time today, I'm going to be passing on a game. We got football, Rob. Salutations to Tim and all. What's up, Ice X? See, some of the hockey people are starting to work their way out. They start. Are we on the Eagles on Thursday? I'm not sure. Because I feel like I want to take the Cowboys. I feel like I want to take the Cowboys on Thursday night. Not sure yet, though. Let's head to the next one. We get the Athletics and the Cardinals. The Cardinals are -135 with a total of 7.5. We get Morales taking on Gray. Morales is 5 starts, 5 appearances, 4 starts, a 1.19 ERA in 22 and 2/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 10 hits, and 22 strikeouts. I mean, he's looked good. He started 4 games. One of them was 2.2 innings. The other ones were 5, 6, and 7. He's looked good. He's allowed only 2 earned runs in his 4 starts, so he has looked good. I got to give the pitching advantage to Sonny Gray, though, just because he's actually pitched this year. 27 starts, a 12-7 record with a 4.19 ERA, 152 and 1/3 innings pitched, 71 earned runs, 28 walks, and 168 strikeouts. I am going to give him the pitching edge in this one. Then we look at hitting edge, and I believe the Athletics. Yeah, Athletics have the hitting edge, 104 WRC plus compared to St. Louis, who was 98. So this one's actually split down the middle. Cardinals in this game. So line opened up at 145. It dropped all the way to 125 and then back up to 135. So kind of a weird line movement in this one. Line's gone from 8 to 7.5. Most of the money's coming in on the Athletics in this game, and the money is moving that way. I'm going to stay off once again. Just not a game I want to get involved with. I won't talk anybody off of the Athletics, but this one's going to be another pass. Astros over 8.5. I could see it. No, Tim. God damn. Hey, I'm going to bet what I bet. Athletics money line. I'm not going to talk you off of them. Sonny Gray is really good pitcher at home. I believe that. Yeah, I believe he is. 8-3 with a 3.57. Yeah, he's been good at home. He's been good. We'll keep on rolling. We got the Braves and the Cubs up next. We got Spencer Strider taking on Colin Ray, and that's why it's only a 115 for the Cubbies is Spencer Strider. I feel like his name holds a little bit too much value, but that's just me. 15 starts, a 5-9 record with a 4.04 ERA this year, 82 at a third innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 33 walks, and 98 strikeouts. He has not been great. Colin Ray is going to have the pitching advantage, in my opinion. And Colin Ray is going with 27 appearances, 23 starts, a 10-6 record with a 4.23 ERA, 132 innings pitched, 62 earned runs, 40 walks, 95 strikeouts. He is coming off of a rough game in his last time against the Giants. So I definitely could see this as a good bounce back spot for him. So at least we can get that. So pitching advantage goes towards the Cubbies. Hitting advantage I want to give toward the Cubbies are going to have hitting advantage as well. 110 WRC plus compared to Atlanta, who's 101. So pitching and hitting advantage both for the Cubbies in this game. And then in terms of where is line movement? Here it is. Line movement's not going towards the Cubs though, so that's the part that I don't like the most. And I'm going to end up staying off the game because of that. Line opened up at 120, although it did hit 123, and then it started to drop. So this one's going to be another pass, especially with most of the money coming in on the Cubs, and the line's not moving that way. I feel like Atlanta probably wins this game at this point, but just not anything. Who's a good survivor pick for week 1 of the NFL season? Now, normally, if I was to play a survivor pick thing, I would go and try to choose a small spread team that you think could win week 1. That is not going to be a team that you want to take later on in the season. Like, you want to hold on to some of the good teams for later on in the season. I'm going to say it, and I'm probably a little bit too high on this team. If I had a survivor pick for week 1, it'd be the Carolina Panthers. They're currently 2.5-point dogs on the road in Jacksonville, but I like Carolina this year, and I feel like they can easily get me a win week 1. I'm not high on this Jacksonville team. The line's gone from 3 to 2.5. I think Carolina wins that game. So if I had a survivor pick, it would be the Carolina Panthers week 1. Cleveland Browns plus 5.5. That is actually a very interesting line. I will be capping the NFL probably tomorrow night to put them all up, so we'll see. We've got 5 games left on today's card. We'll go to Phillies and the Brewers. And Brewers, please do your job here. Oh, by the way, Renee says Sox Twins. What about it? Oh, I didn't go over that game because I didn't go over that game because is Savali still there? I thought Savali got DFA'd. That's why there's no line for it because the books are saying Savali's pitching. Savali got dropped and picked up by the Cubs. So I don't have a pitcher for the White Sox. That's why I didn't go over that game. So that's that. Phillies +1. I hope not. Let's talk about it. Phillies and the Brewers. The Brewers are -145 with a total of 9. Taijuan Walker taking on Jacob Misiorowski. Walker this year, 28 appearances, 17 starts, a 4-7 record, 2.63 ERA, 101 in 2/3 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 32 walks, and 73 strikeouts, coming off of giving up 4 earned runs, 10 hits in 5 innings against the Mets. On the opposite side, we got Jacob Misiorowski. Can I click on it, please? Thank you. 10 starts, 4-2 record with a 4.33 ERA, 47 and 2/3 innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 21 walks, and 65 strikeouts. Now, I'm going to give Misiorowski the pitching advantage in this game because, if this was in Philly, I would never. Jacob Misiorowski at home, 3-0 with a 1.35 ERA and 20 innings pitched. He's allowed 3 earned runs at home this year. I'm going to give Misiorowski the pitching advantage in this one. I know it's slightly. Hitting advantage is going to go towards Philly. They're tied at both at 108 apiece. So pitching advantage, Brewers, Philly, and the ties for the hitting advantage, so it can look down the middle. And the line's moving the wrong way. -155 to -145 with all the money. Yeah, no, this is a Philly spot. I'm going to grab the Phillies here. Here's to prove that I'm not biased because I want the Phillies to lose. But I can't. We're gonna go ahead and take them here. Go Phillies. Where's Phillies? Phillies. Nope, that's series. I don't want series. I want line. There we go. We're gonna take their money line. We're gonna take the Phillies +135. Phillies at Brewers. Okay. There we go. Create. Okay. Boom. Then we do this real quick. Oh, cool. Let me. I want. Those 3 in there. Create. There was an error. What's the error? What? What the? Yeah, it's me. Okay, cool. Sorry, I want to make sure everything is all set up the right way. Cool. Let's keep on rolling. Atlanta Braves spot. If I've seen one, I could see that. Who's coming back from Colorado? Chicago is coming back from Colorado, so I understand that spot. Philly under, I could see it. Cubs are coming back. I got you. Why is the Mets? Dang! Why did the Mets line move? I got Mets to minus 116. Where did it move to? I don't know where it moved to. But let's keep on rolling. We got 4 games left on today's card. We got the Giants and the Rockies. 11.5 total. Giants minus 130. Tang versus Dolander. Tang this year has pitched all of 4 times to an 8.78 ERA. So I'm not going to go crazy with anything with him. And by the way, I'm looking at Dolander. I'm going to give Dolander the pitching advantage. I know that sounds crazy. Although, if you're going to back Dolander, I'd much rather do it on the road. Like, he's got a 9.37 ERA at home, a 3.95 on the road. He's actually pretty solid away from Coors Field, which, shocker, a pitcher would be good away from Coors. Not the point. Pitching advantage, Colorado. Hitting advantage, Giants. The Giants hitting 104 WRC plus, Rockies 78. So split down the middle for this one. Let's see where the line's moving. Maybe we might get involved in some Colorado Rockies action today. We're going to get involved in some Colorado Rockies action today. Oh, my God. All right, this should be fun. Manage plays. Just because the line has moved from plus 135 to plus 120 for the Rockies. And we're going to go ahead and grab them here. Where is Rockies? Not the series prop. I don't need the series prop. Although I'm going to start putting up series props because I feel like that could be a lot of fun. There we go. Giants at Rockies. Pitching edge with Dolander over Tang. And create. Boom. That's it. Cool. The Giants are 12 WRC plus. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, but look at them versus lefties. You go and you look at them versus lefties. They're 77 WRC plus, which is tied with the Reds and then only ahead of the Guardians, Pirates, and Rockies. So that one doesn't make sense. Let's keep on rolling. We've got 3 games left. Orioles taking on the Padres up next. The Padres are minus 150 with a total of 7.5. We get Kyle Bradish and Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease has just not been himself this year at all. It's actually been kind of concerning to see how bad he's been. So we got that. 4.82 ERA for Dylan Cease this year. In 27 starts, a 6-11 record with a 4.82 ERA and 142 innings pitched, 76 earned runs, 59 walks, and 83 strikeouts. He has not been the Dylan Cease that they were hoping for, especially during his walk year. On the opposite side, you got Kyle Bradish, who has been pitched one game so far, where he went 6 innings, allowed 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 10 strikeouts. I have to give the pitching advantage to Dylan Cease because we've only seen Bradish pitch 1 game, but it's close. In terms of hitting advantage, Padres do have the hitting advantage as well, 104 WRC plus to 103. So even though it's ever so slightly, they still have both advantages. Now, we go and look at the line movement, and it's gone away from them, minus 160 down to 150 for the Padres. Total's actually gone from 8 to 7.5, saying that they both could pitch well today, which the money totals is not telling me that either. So this one will be another stay away spot, but I guess it could be a lean towards the under in this game. Over. No real interest in the over. Baltimore first 5, money line plus 128 or full game. Unfortunately, yes, I guess it would be lean towards Baltimore, if anything, for me in this game. But with the Padres having hitting and pitching edge, I can't really go after them. Although, pitching is because Bradish has only gone 1 start, and hitting is by 1 WRC plus, so I can make the argument saying I can go after Baltimore today. But I'm going to end up staying off of it. And if Baltimore wins, cool. I'm all right with seeing the Padres lose. We got 2 games left. Real quick, any chat in this? Zorps, any Nerfies today? Anything I take an under in, I would like for a Nerfie. So I took the under in the Red Sox game. So I guess that would be the one. Cool. Mariners and the Rays. This one's a pick 'em with a total of 8.5. Castillo taking on Baz. I will say this Mariners team has just not looked particularly great lately. But Luis Castillo is definitely going to have the hitting advantage. Because 27 starts, 8-7 record, 3.75 ERA, 151 in the third innings pitched, 63 runs, 43 walks, and 133 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Shane Baz, which, man, if Tampa wanted to be competitive, Shane Baz was going to be the key. Baz has not been good this year. 26 starts, an 8-11 record with a 5.19 ERA, 144 innings pitched, 83 earned runs, 54 walks, and 150 strikeouts. His strikeout numbers are still up. He's just not pitching to the effectiveness that they kind of were hoping for. So that's kind of unfortunate, especially when that's one of the big pitchers you needed in order for them to really kind of take the step up and have a shot this year. So, but pitching advantage towards them. Both of them are facing off against righties. Seattle, number 6 in the MLB against righties, 111 WRC plus. On the opposite side, you got the Rays, who are sitting 10th at 105. So both of them can hit, which is interesting against the thing, especially in the small ballpark. I can see an over in this game. The Tampa Bay Rays have went from dog to favorite. So you got that. And in terms of line movement for that, it's gone towards the over since 7 o'clock this morning, from minus 113 at 8.5 to minus 119. Let's see what the money totals are saying. I'm going to grab the over in this game. I know these are 2 good pitchers, but these are two offenses that can hit, and in a minor league ballpark, I definitely think 8.5 is a little bit too low in this game. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. Let's go to that's Tampa, Seattle. We're going to go total. We're going to go over. Mariners at Rays. Both teams hitting season versus right-handed pitching. Mariners 110 WRC plus, 6th in baseball. Rays at 105 WRC plus, which is 10th. Minor League Stadium. Eight and a half is too low. Cool. Don't know if you talked about the Marlins yet. We did not talk about the Marlins, and the only reason why is the Nationals didn't have a starting pitcher when I was looking at all the stuff. Morning Caesar, what scrapper data did you buy? And how much is it? The only thing I paid for was VEASAN, and that was $8 for the first month and 30. Okay, what came over? Seattle. Seattle's came over. And then we head back to this. Can't believe a dud of a game to start off the season. I don't know. I feel like that game could be a lot closer. People see that the Dallas Cowboys traded Micah Parsons and be like, I don't like them anymore. I don't know. Eagles now. Football is a live betting sport. It could be. Mo Harris, look at me. We called that shit. Mo. We said Florida State outright versus Bama. We said that, right? You remember. We called that. Football is the hardest markets to be best. I agree, 100%. And then over in the thing, I think there's value with Blue Jays money line. I have a hard time reading that game. I am on the Blue Jays money line today. I took them plus 108. I am on the Blue Jays with you. Yes. Yes, sir. Go Knowles. Anyways, final game of the day. And this is a Rangers team that just really needs to get back into this. This is a series that they should win. That being said, they're probably not going to. Patrick Corbin taking on Ryan Nelson. Patrick Corbin this year has been Patrick Corbin. Although he had a good start his last time out, 8 shutout innings versus the Angels. Previous to that, he allowed 11 earned runs in 6 innings. So, I don't really know what you're getting from Corbin. 25 starts this year, an 7-9 record with a 4.33 ERA, 131 innings pitched, 63 earned runs, 42 walks, and 109 strikeouts. So he's been getting there. He's been kind of a more innings eater than anything. On the opposite side, you got Ryan Nelson, who is going to get the pitching edge in this one. And once again, since he became a starter, he has looked really good. 28 appearances, 18 starts, a 7-3 record with a 3.53 ERA and 125 innings pitched, 49 earned runs, 32 walks, and 108 strikeouts. I am giving the pitching edge the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hitting edge, the D-backs versus lefties, 100 WRC plus, which I could already tell you is better than Texas because Texas can't hit worth the shit. Although Texas is 99 WRC plus, so it's a lot closer. Their hitting versus righties has gone up because that was bottom 5 in the league for a while. But they've actually been able to hit against them a little bit more as of late, so I could see that. And then we go and we look at the line movement, and the line movement has gone kind of towards the Arizona Diamondbacks, although it's kind of been a weird open at 145, went down to 142, back up to 150. So it's kind of a weird line movement, and with the way that the money's coming in, it would be more of a Texas area. It's going to end up being a nothing in the D-backs game, although I don't hate the D-backs today. I don't. But this one will be a pass to end the card. Shout out Lee. Lee Corset. Yeah, he called it. FN 7.5. Under 7.5. Over 9. Over 9 in the D-backs game. Okay. I had Ohio State as well. Ohio State is the new Alabama football. I could see that. And Longhorns suck. They did the other day. But that is all of the baseball games for today. We will be back again tomorrow once again. New picksandparleys.net website. If you guys have not checked it out already, you guys really should. So that you guys can jump on that. So make sure you guys are jumping on that. So but until then, that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We will see you guys again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.